Every kid that plays hockey in Ontario grows up chasing the same dream. The lights, the crowds, the draft. But before any of that, there's the grind. The U16 year is where everything starts to matter. Every shift, every scout, every mistake. It's pressure most can't see, but every player feels. For the BioSteel Academy, it starts close to home, in a rivalry that has started to form in Windsor hockey. Friends turned opponents, teammates turned competition. This is where reputations are made, and the next step begins. Rivalries in hockey aren't just about the scoreboard. They're about pride, territory, history. Around the academy, there's one matchup that always means a little more. BioSteel and the Sun County Panthers.
So the Sun County game was very big for us. Obviously, we want to play local and show that we can get in that rivalry, build that rivalry. So for me, it showed that A, can we compete? A, do we bring what we need to get to games? And what was going to be the final result?
It's obviously kind of hard to play against your old teammates because obviously you built, friendships, all those things over there. But I think it's kind of hard for me, especially because I played for Sun County and Windsor. I played for both, so I have friends on both teams, all that. So I kind of feel like I have to tune the noise out and just kind of play my game.
What stood out was definitely the energy and pressure, because I know that there was chirps going back and forth between benches, like, we're better than you.
It's very intense, all those games, so it doesn't really matter what team is better, it's just kind of who outworks who, and that's going to be the winner.
I've played with a bunch of guys on Sun County before. They didn't decide to come here, I decided to come here because I want to be on the better team. I want to show them that we're a better squad, we work harder, we're more physical, we're stronger, everything like that.
We set a goal when we started out that within the first 2 to 3 years, we want to be the de facto top program locally. And by locally, we mean in Windsor-Essex County, but extend that up the 401 as much as we can, maybe extend it out into Michigan as much as we can. And there's some really, really good programs. There's really good teams that are around. But for us, when we have these kind of games to test where we're at, it can be used as somewhat of a measuring stick, because that is kind of our direct competition and a benchmark that we want to be able to pass.
And do you think you are?
Yeah, I do. I think for both the boys teams and the girls team, we're better than any other local team that is around.
What are you doing?
Trying to get an RTD.
You know those are for the meetings.
Well, we want one.
Just go to Costco. They're all there. Stop trying to steal my stuff.
Okay, when we talk about hockey, you're gonna notice that I always ask this question, okay? What do you want out of this thing?
To make a living, work hard.
Okay, so make a living, what does that mean? Where do you want to play? What's a high level?
College, maybe go to school somewhere.
Okay, school. Anybody else?
NHL.
NHL? Okay. When you guys have that goal, you should never be afraid to say that. Ever. Ever. If you have a plan A, you need to focus on plan A and make it happen, because if you have any seed of doubt, especially in the game of hockey, if you think that maybe I'd like to do that, then it's not good enough. It's not good enough. You either want to get there or you don't. And when I ask you, what do you want to get out of hockey? And if you say, I don't know, I'd like to, no. What do you want? What do you want? Because the reason I ask you that is because I can't help you. And really nobody can if your desire is not really, really big. If you truly want to do this thing, there's no time to waste. That's why I ask you every single day, what do you want out of this thing? And it could be hard for you guys to see, that maybe next year and the year after you can be playing in the OHL. Could be hard, I understand that. But the reality is it could happen for the guys that really put the time and effort in. Some of you guys are gonna get drafted this year. You know that, eh? You're gonna be going to a camp with guys that are 19, 20 years old. Are you ready? Are you ready for that?
At U16, everything starts to change. Every shift feels heavier, every mistake bigger, because this is the year that decides what comes next. Some kids dream about this moment their whole lives. Others realize hockey's not just a game anymore, it's a business.
It's a very hard year, right? It's the emotions are really high. You kind of think about the days of when you're 10, 11. You know, that's the peak that you want to get to, is you want to hear your name get called on draft night. You want to play in the OHL. You know, you grip your stick a little tight when you see some scouts there. These kids come in, day out, and that's what they think about. Do I get an opportunity to get drafted? Do I get the opportunity to show my skill? So sometimes they get into their own heads a lot, and a lot of times in this year, it's more about the mental side of it, where we gotta talk, we gotta communicate. And you have to have those hard talks with some of these kids.
What I call it to tell every kid and to tell every parent, it's called mental toughness 101. And it's the hardest thing to do. But it is staying present and staying in the moment and controlling what you control. You could talk to people and give them all kinds of different things, but really that's the only thing you can do. The biggest thing I can tell people is put your best effort in. You're not going to be perfect. What a scout wants to see is someone that has some skill, tons of effort, tons of compete. So there's some things that you just can't control. But one thing you can control is your effort and your attitude, and you get to choose those every single day.
It's important for us to have people on staff that have been through what they're going through. So we have, for myself, I was a kid that didn't get drafted, and I went on and played university, and so there was a pathway there that I can speak to. We have other people on staff that did get drafted, they played in the OHL, they've coached in the OHL, or they do coach in the OHL, and they know what that pathway's like. We have people that have been associated with NCAA schools or gone down that route. We have guys that have played pro, and so having a network of experienced people that can give these kids actual advice that is helpful, that's one way that we support them through that process. And then I think on top of that, it's trying to get them the exposure. We have a obligation to these kids that are coming here for an experience that we're doing everything we can to get them in front of these scouts and in front of these teams where they know who they are and they know what they can do. And then it's up to them to perform. Good, Bridgie. Good, Yachts. Good, Kiki. Good.
Wait, Eric, what time's the game tomorrow?
Did you not check BioSteel Teams app?
No.
Okay, come on over. Your schedule. 10:20 a.m. Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
Check the app, man.
Okay. Get him here, and then I'll take care of him. Thanks.
All day.
Like, you definitely need stitches, but it's not going to be like a season ender or anything. We're going to clean it.
Try not to.
We're going to cover it.
That hurt so bad.
It's going to hurt, okay? He's out this weekend, probably. That sucks.
There are a few tournaments and showcases at the U16 level that are kind of the first benchmark of where our players are at in the eyes of the OHL scouts. And the Wendy Dufton Tournament is definitely one of those.
Every kid chasing the OHL dream knows this weekend, the Wendy Dufton, a spotlight tournament where the best play under brighter lights. Scouts line the glass, clipboards out, eyes locked on every shift. Mistakes feel heavier, goals mean more. It's the kind of weekend that tests more than skill. It tests composure. For BioSteel's U16s, this is where pressure meets opportunity. This was the stage to measure themselves against Ontario's best. First game of the weekend, and it's clear right away this won't be an easy tournament.
Going into Wendy Dufton was a big test to, now we're in front of all scouts, we're in front of all 20 OHL teams, we're in front of schools. we had a very tough draw. We thought, you know, going in there, a realistic outcome would be show well, show what we're doing, show our habits. You know, going into game 1, you're playing against the top 15 team.
Our goal's top 10. Top 10 hockey team in Ontario, right? That's our goal. That's what you guys told me you want. It's gonna take all of us to get there. Let's go win a hockey game today.
We go into a top team. I think they're ranked 12th in Central, and we put them to the Brent. Like, we tied that game, but we dominated them. We dominated that game. I think we should have came out with a win. A bounce here, a call there, goes Rye, and it's a tie game.
That was definitely a team that we thought would be the toughest or second toughest team that we'd play. So it was definitely like, yeah, I think we could have won that game, but definitely going out there, ending with the tie was something that was not like unnoticed, or like it was good for the team.
So the first game, that was Central Ontario. They were actually a really good team. They were ranked very high, so I think the tie for us was really good. And it really boosted our confidence, knowing that we could play with anyone and go out there and just keep playing our game, and we'll keep coming.
Hey, look, keep shooting. Get guys to the net.
BioSteel pushes the pace, but Central Ontario trades chances punch for punch. No quit on either side, and when the clock runs out, it's a draw. A reminder, every shift matters at this level.
Boys, that's a good team. That shows we can compete with any team in this tournament. First of all, I thought we played a pretty good game from top to bottom. We competed, our forecheck was there all night. We were getting good opportunities, and hell, we scored a goal because we had someone in front of the net. Weird, eh, when we listen? But guys, that's a top-end team, right? And I think we should have won that game. I think we dictated the pace. I thought we got to our identity first, and we can see when we skate and use our speed, nobody can touch us, okay? We can play with that top 10 that you guys want. This team right now, this team that just showed me this game today, that's a top 10 team, fellas. Let's keep this going all weekend.
Game 2, and this time, they come out firing. From the drop of the puck, BioSteel controls the tempo. The puck movement, the pressure, the finish, everything clicks.
We had scoring from like everybody in that game. Like, there wasn't just one person that stood out. Our whole team was just dialed in, and everyone was moving in that game.
Personally, we've played that team before. We kind of knew what was coming at us, so we stick to our game plan, and we outworked them and outskated them and showed off.
Hey, one more period. Give me hard work. Do not stop. Do not give them an inch. Do not give them an ounce of energy. Let's go home and win a game.
That was a big game. We played Elgin once already that year, and we tied them, pretty sure. So we also knew their systems, we knew everything about them, we knew their players and everything, so.
A big win over a team they tied earlier in the season. It was a reminder of what this group can do when they play their game.
Hell of a game today, fellas. Hell of a game. Hey, I think we're finally starting to turn that switch to where we realize when we forecheck hard, skate hard, sprint to spots, good shit happens, right? Yeah. Boys, our back check has been fantastic this weekend. Our reloads have been fantastic this weekend, okay? We're starting to really become a good hockey team because you guys are starting to buy in. Hey, top two prep teams are going at it tonight, fellas. Let's go.
The third game was personal. A clash between two of the top U16 prep programs in Ontario. A battle for bragging rights.
It is a rivalry game. They're not better than us, and we're gonna prove it tonight. And this isn't just for the guys in the room. This is for the program that we're building. Okay? We're going against the top team. We've been in school for what, 2 years? It's not just for us, fellas. You can start a legacy now. Okay? You can start your legacy that you went to this school and you went and beat top end teams and you put us on the map. Then all of a sudden, later down the road, 10, 15 years down the road, we're the #1 school and you guys get to say, I'm the one that started this. Okay? So, tonight, digging deep. Give me every ounce of energy you have. Every ounce that you have needs to be on the ice tonight. Okay? Every shit.
He came out swinging, trading blows shift after shift. The game started with 2 quick goals from Preston Medeiros, with the stitches still fresh in his leg.
They got a lot of good guys on that team. They're a very top-end team. We knew coming to the game it wouldn't be an easy matchup.
They were hard on pucks, they were always skating fast, and they always kept the puck moving quick, and they just never stopped moving.
It was like we went up 2-0 and they definitely did not give up. I know we took some penalties, they took some penalties, and I think they just capitalized on their opportunities more than us.
They are good shooters. They have some good kids on their team. 13, Adam or something. He's really good. He hits the net. Like he had 8 shots or something and they all hit the net.
I thought we had a great game. There's a lot of good things you could take out of it. We definitely came out strong. We started fast. And that's something that we've struggled with, not starting off strong and definitely coming out with a 2-0 lead at the start was something big to take out of the game. And just knowing that was a tougher opponent.
We knew we'd be playing a bunch of great teams, so our expectations were compete with those huge teams and kind of maybe start a rivalry with the Hill because, you know, they're another high-end prep school, so we knew that that was a huge game. We were all pumped for that one.
Everybody lays it on the line. You have 1 period, boys. 1 hard foul for the best protector. Yeah, hey, who wants it? Who wants it? Let's go. 15 miles, fellas. 15 miles of your hardest work. And you get the goal back.
But a couple bad bounces and costly penalties turned the tide. A 6-4 loss that stung, not because they were outplayed, but because they knew they had it within reach.
Okay, listen. We have a winnable game tomorrow. Okay? A very, very winnable game. We win, we're in. All right? Let's go to work tomorrow, fellas. Hey!
Their final game came against Ottawa Myers, and the stakes were high. They had to win to move on in the tournament.
Personally, I think like our structure, our systems weren't really there. We weren't as hard on pucks and we just didn't come out strong. Kind of set up the game for us and we were chasing most of the game, so.
That was kind of a down game for everybody. We had a chance to get into that tournament in the playoffs and we failed to do that. But I think we learned from that game, so.
The group lost that compete level that they harbored in the first 3 games, and luck just wasn't on their side. A 2-0 loss, and just like that, the tournament was over. Still, in a building full of eyes, BioSteel's U16s proved they could keep up with the best. if they're willing to work for it. The tournament's over, the bruises are still fresh, and the lessons even fresher. While the U16s figure out how to get over that hump, the other teams have their own tournaments to prepare for. The U18s head to Buffalo for a Tier 1 Elite Showdown, looking to redeem themselves after their last 0-4 tournament appearance. And the U22s, they're bound for Ann Arbor, ready to build off their recent Two Nations Championship. Different roads, same purpose. This is where teams are tested, reputations are built, and the name BioSteel starts to mean something everywhere they go.